Alright, hello. In this video I'm going to go over this AP strings practice that we've been working on here, and hopefully you've given this a good shot. You should only be watching this after you've really tried this completely and dug into it. So I just wanted to point out too that there is that quick reference. So if you need this string stuff, if you forget what they do, then I would definitely use these to kind of help you read through what you need to do. Alright, so in the first one, you want to just get the last name. And so basically you're going to look at the index of the space or the period here. So I'm going to do a loop, and I always like enhanced for loops. So I'm just going to loop through, and to do an enhanced for loop, you do the type of thing that's in the array or array list, which is a string, give it a name, and then you do the name of the array or the array list here. Okay, and basically, then you're just going to call an index of. So I'm going to get the index of. Maybe the space is the easiest one to do. So I'm going to do the name dot index of that space. So wherever the space occurs. And then you just need to go one position past it. So if you look at Sievelton here, this is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The space is at 4. So this Sievelton will start at 5. So I'm just going to print out that. So I'm going to call substring from that spot on. So I'm going to do name dot substring and then move 1 forward from the IDX. And again, that substring is this one where it just takes from that spot till the end. So you don't need to do the 2 indexes here for substring. You can just do from that spot on. And if we run that, see if we can get Oakland Web Sievelton Kapsner here. Okay, and that is looking okay. Bam. All right, part 1 done. Okay, so print out the first letter. The key to this is you can call split, and that'll split based on a space, and that'll get you the words one at a time in an array. So if you look at how split works, is it returns an array of strings based on a delimiter. So I'm going to use a delimiter of a space. And then get the individual words, and then just call substring from 0 to 1 to get that first letter. Okay, so I would just do something like this. I would do a string array called words. Hopefully I don't have a variable named that already. Call it sentence dot split on that delimiter, and you can split on, you know, hyphens, spaces, periods, any of that stuff. And then I'm just going to do my maybe I'll do a regular loop just to show you how that would work, I guess. The regular loops, you use the index I starting at 0 equal I less than words dot length plus plus I. Okay, and then each word is at words position I. So now I'm going to print out words position I. That's a string. And then I'm just going to call substring on that of 0 to 1, and that'll get those letters. So it should print out TRISFMOTP or something like that if we did it right. Oh yeah, so it doesn't like that I have one called words already. Oh yeah, this one. Alright, so I can't call it words. Let's just call it, I don't know, W. I'm going to call it W then. Sorry. Alright, so let's try that and see now if it likes it okay. And it's getting those first letters, it looks like. Okay. Alright, next up, our goal is to get these, I don't even know if they're called domain names or what these things are, but between the at and the period. And this is just, you need the index of both of those, right? Because the at and the period appear at different spots. And then I think you just need to call substring from this spot to this one. And I think it'll work perfect because you want to run one pass. So you'll get, this one will be your like second IDX, which will be the period, and then it'll run one pass if you call it on this position. Because remember that substring runs one pass. So that's definitely how I would do it here. So I'm going to do enhanced for loop here again. So this is kind of hard to fit, but it's called email addresses. So I'm going to do, how do I fit this all in here? I'm just going to do for this string, which is one of the addresses. So I'm going to do address colon email addresses, or address, I guess is what I called it, if I spell it right. And so that'll pull these one at a time. And then I just got to call index of twice, once on the at symbol and once on the period, and then call substring between them. So I'm going to do int idx1 equals address dot index of the index of the at symbol, and then do int idx2 address dot index of the period. Okay, and then just print out between them. So I'm going to do the address dot substring between those two indexes, from idx1 to idx2. And that hopefully, these you always got to, I'm always worried about off by 1, but I'm hoping we're okay here. So let's give it a go here. And oh yeah, I didn't want the at symbol, so look at me, I'm a genius. So anyways, yeah, you don't want the at, so you actually want to move 1 past where the at symbol is. So I think that would just be add 1 to this idx, and then that won't have the at symbol on there. Just got to move it down 1. Okay, there, and now it's working out okay. Yeah, I always make off by 1 errors. I should really be writing out what the index is, but it's kind of hard for me to write on my screen here. So, okay. Next up, so this one is going to be kind of like a while loop, and you could use contains or index of here. I'm probably going to use contains just to, you know, I don't know, because it makes it simple. But basically, because the while loop is while the words dot contains the. Okay, so while it contains the, we want to strip out the. And kind of the idea is you want to, at this point, call index of, and then you want to take everything that comes before the and everything that comes after and basically skip the and then smash that part together. Okay, so I'll try to explain this as best I can, but it's easier if I don't use this the, if I use the back here. So basically this, I'm going to get the idx, which would land, say, right there, at least the second, for the second the. Imagine this one's not there for a second. And so basically I'm going to call substring up to that spot, which will get everything except the t in this the, because remember index of runs 1 past, so it'll get all of this without this t. And then from there, I just think I have to move down the string. If idx is here, I have to move down 1, 2, 3, and then it'll start here and get everything from the end. So I'm actually going to do both substring calls here. The one that runs from a position to a position, and then I'm going to do the one that runs from this spot till the end. Okay, so if it contains word, then I know it'll have an idx. So I'm going to do words dot idx, or index of the word the. So if it has the in it, and then I want to get everything before. So that would just be words dot substring of everything up to that idx, so from 0 to that idx. Okay, and again, that'll get, I should just take this off just to make it easier to explain, but that'll get everything up to there without the t in the, and then to get everything after it, string after is going to be words dot substring, the one where you just go from that spot on. And I think if you just move down by 3, again, that here's the idx. I go 1, 2, 3 down and take from that spot on. Okay, and then I just want to change that string. I want my words to be now the before part plus the after. Okay, and then I just keep, that'll keep, you know, chopping up words until the is no longer in there. And then I'm going to see at the end of this if I've chopped up words completely here. the gray cat sat on brown. Yeah, I guess I got a couple extra spaces here. It's kind of interesting. The gray cat sat on brown rat on mat. Oh, so there's just an extra space. It's kind of interesting. Oh, because there's, all right, so if you take out this, yeah, there's going to be 2 spaces there. I think that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I think the goal is just to remove the. So maybe I'll put the in the start again and make sure that that still takes out the beginning the. Yeah, okay, and it takes out the beginning the just fine. Okay, that's it. Hopefully that was good practice for you for strings for the AP exam. Feel free to look back at this as you prepare for the exam. Have a good day.